Last night I was in Koreatown. I was trying to get through Western and about Wilshire, and it was a little difficult getting through the traffic. And when I asked the people I was meeting with in Koreatown, what's going on with the traffic here? I said, when was the last time community plans were done? And I got all these question marks. As a former planner for Dick Reardon back in the day, I know how important the community plans. And if you haven't had one done since I did them back in 1994, then there's a definite problem going on here. The community plans, if you don't know, is how you decide what you want the future of your community to look like and where you want it to go. Not what I want you to believe it should be, but what you believe it should be. And I think we need to go back to our community plans, have those charrettes, those communities, town halls, and actually talk to the people in the community so we can determine in the next 5, 10, maybe even 20 years what you want Koreatown to look like. I have my own ideas. I think it could be a destination place. It could be a thriving, energetic place, almost like you see at LA Live, where people come as a destination place to eat, to entertainment, to have a good time. But we need to do it in a way where we don't have the kind of overcrowding that I saw last night in Koreatown, and that we don't overburden the established community there, or we don't move them out. And so that's what I think we need to do.
All right, so K-Town, and as a former resident, who understands the unique challenges of this community, I can tell you that I have, plenty of things in my own, wish list. So for my candidacy and as a councilwoman, I'm planning to take things back to the basics, because we all know we all have been around in Koreatown and have seen the trash in our streets. We need better trash pickup that is also equitable. Where I live right now in Mid-City, it's a lot of single-family homes. We have ones that we pick up, and that's okay. But Koreatown is a lot more dense. So why is it that trash pickup doesn't happen here more often? So we need to talk about that, and we need to address that. We also need to make sure that we have more lighting. There's a lot of people that tell me, I'm feared to walk my dog at night because it's so dark. So, back to the basics. What about parks? We deserve parks, and this is an epidemic everywhere, not just in Koreatown, like in all Los Angeles too. So I, as an environmental justice advocate, I'm craving more trees in more places, more open space, culture, arts. That's what I see Koreatown being, and that's what I see District 10, being. We have been plagued with lack of leadership, and I'm here to invite you to lead with me, so that we can have the community that we deserve and that we want. So, of course, I'm counting on all of you to have community forums. I'm an organizer, so I love all these things. So let's get together and let's discuss how we can gonna increase our public transportation and a lot more. Thank you so much.
The most important things are 1, public safety, 2, affordable housing, and 3, good government services. It's simple. We must have a safe environment, and we don't have it right now. I would continue the city's policy of the circle and SMART teams. The difference between, these are both where instead of the police responding, it's to have social workers, clinicians, people who can understand how to deal with people with mental issues come out. The difference between the circle and the SMART, which is system-wide mental mental assessment response team. So the circle is when it's non-emergency, and SMART is when the person is having a mental breakdown. If we had those responding instead of LAPD, that could help with what's been happening with our police department, make the community safer. If we had good city services, then it would be cleaner and safer as well. And honestly, the most important is affordable housing. I went to Compton, where they just built, or are in the process of building, 100% affordable and low income. I'm like, wow, I would like to see that in District 10, and I would definitely make that my top priority in office.
When I think about K-Town, I've been listening, and 3 issues come to mind. The first is around public safety. Public safety is not just where the police can respond, but it's also making sure that the streets are clean when people are trying to walk through the streets. So we're really addressing the homelessness issue in our community, that people have real public safety, real health incomes, and that we are improving parking in K-Town. I don't know about you, but it's very hard to find parking, and we can do something about planning and to make sure that we can get more parking in K-Town. Then there's the economy that I've heard a lot about, around how do you make sure that Koreatown is not a monolith. So the Filipino workers who are in K-Town are worried about what's about the wage theft in our community, and the business owners are worried about how can we make sure we can still pay the rent. The city council can convene those tables and make sure that that is happening for you. But last but not least, we can do education. We can sit down together and make sure we make placemaking around. Why isn't there a Welcome to Koreatown mural and making sure Koreatown is a destination location in K-Town? We can do it. We've done it all over the city, but we can do it in K-Town as well. Let's show the true diversity of K-Town and make sure that everyone's voices are heard and that we are having those conversations, not just at election time, but that we are having those conversations ongoing. I believe in co-governance and democracy. If we're going to have equitable resources, then we got to have the meetings, not just when things are going crazy, but when things are going well as well. And so every other month or once a quarter, I want to sit with you and hear what's going on and how are we doing.